what makes a good scare? I mean, a really good one. It's not just about what you see on screen. It's about what a writer makes you feel and what they make you imagine. Today, we're going to deconstruct a short, terrifying script to see just how that architecture of fear is built. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, it starts with something so specific. Not just the middle of the night, no, but 3:17 a.m. That little detail makes it feel real, you know? It grounds us in this moment that's already kind of creepy. It's supposed to be the time when the world is quiet, when you're supposed to be safe. And there it is, this central mystery. A single, simple image that kicks this whole thing off. Did you notice that little pause in the middle? And the door was open. That hesitation, it's genius. It builds this tiny moment of tension that forces you to lean in right before the reveal. And this line is absolutely crucial. See, it's not just an unlocked door anymore. It's a violation. The character is so certain, and that certainty just injects pure panic into the scene. Something impossible has just happened, and that one barrier between them and whatever's out there has been breached. So now that we're all probably double-checking our own locks, let's look at the blueprint for how this script makes us feel that way. We're going to start with the hook and how it subverts our sense of safety, then move into the sensory details, the rising tension, that final reveal, and of course, the psychology behind why it all works so darn well. So, let's start with that hook. You know, the most effective horror doesn't usually start in some spooky old graveyard. It starts in the one place you are supposed to be completely safe, your own home. And this script gets that. It uses that principle to create this immediate, creeping sense of unease. I mean, really think about it for a second. An open door is a totally normal thing, right? But in this context, why does it feel so menacing? Well, it's because the script has already set the rules for us. It's 3:17 a.m. and the door was definitely locked. That simple context just changes everything. And this powerful technique actually has a name. It's called violation of the sanctum. The terror here doesn't come from a monster jumping out. It comes from the broken promise of security. Your sanctuary, your safe space has been invaded. And all of a sudden, every shadow, every little sound becomes a potential threat. All right, so our primary defense, the locked door, is gone. Now the writer starts to crank up the tension by attacking our senses. What's so brilliant here is the escalation of the language. It's not just cold. First, it's colder than usual, which tells us something is wrong with the baseline. Then it ramps it up again to dead cold. It's such a fantastic way to use specific words to turn a simple temperature change into something that feels unnatural and really sinister. And notice how the script is coming at us from two directions at the same time. On one side, you have the internal fear, that gut feeling, the character's intuition just screaming that something is off. And on the other, you've got a real external threat, a sound that can't be easily explained away. It's like a pincer movement on our sense of security. Okay, so the foundation is laid, the scene is set. Now let's talk about the real engine of horror, pacing. Because it's not just what happens, it's the rhythm and the timing of when it happens that really gets your heart pounding. Just look at this timeline. First, a ticking clock is introduced, the dying phone battery. Classic. It adds urgency, it adds isolation. Just 20 seconds later, boom, an auditory threat, footsteps. Then, only 25 seconds after that, a visual one. Each new piece of the puzzle comes faster than the last, not giving us or the character a single moment to catch our breath. It's a perfectly controlled acceleration of pure anxiety. And this is that moment of awful confirmation. It's such a simple, logical question that has no logical answer. This one line just wipes out any rational explanation, a roommate, a family member, anything, and confirms that the threat is something unnatural, something that just shouldn't be there. So all of this carefully built tension has to lead somewhere, right? It has to have a payoff. Let's look at how this script delivers in the reveal, with this cascade of details designed for maximum impact. The writer builds this reveal piece by horrifying piece. Red, okay, that's an immediate danger signal. Ruling out paint or marker makes it feel organic and grotesque. It's wet. It's still dripping. Those words make the threat feel so immediate. This just happened. The source is close. And the message itself? Open door. It's not even a threat. It's just a statement of fact confirming that first terrible violation. But the script doesn't just stop with the creepy writing. Of course not. It pushes even further into a classic jump scare, but it does it in a really deliberate way. So what is it that makes this final moment work so well? Well, here's the anatomy of it. Step 1, it builds our expectation with a classic sound, a creaking door. We know something's coming. Step 2, it subverts that expectation. It's not a person. It's breathing that sounds not human. Then, step 3 breaks the fourth wall with a direct address that makes us, the audience, feel seen. And finally, step 4, sensory overload. A quick moment of silence and then the loud scream. It's just a masterclass in manipulation. All right, so let's pull back from the script for a minute and look at the big picture here. Why are these techniques so universally effective? I mean, why do they work on our brains? Well, it's because they're tapping into our most fundamental, hardwired fears. Honestly, this whole script is like a finely tuned instrument, and it's designed to play on these 3 fears perfectly. The violation of personal space, that's the open door. The unknown, that's the source of the footsteps, the writing. And the uncanny, that feeling of something being familiar but just horribly wrong. That's the not human, breathing in a human space. And the ending. Oh man, the ending is maybe the most psychologically brutal part of the entire script. There's no resolution, there's no catharsis, the monster isn't defeated, the threat is not only still there, but it's closer, and it's literally promising to come back. This technique is called the final hook, and its whole purpose is to deny you, the audience, any sense of closure. The story might be over, but that feeling of dread isn't. It forces you to take that fear with you, to carry it out of the story and right back into your own home. Ultimately, a script like this is a masterwork because it understands a very simple truth. A writer's job isn't to show you the monster. Their job is to build a perfect, terrifying stage, and then let your own imagination create something far scarier than they ever could. It hands you the dread, and then it asks you a question. So, what did you see?